Stop, ladies, listen. If you're in perimenopause or menopause and you are thinking about doing hormone replacement therapy, or you're doing bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, or thinking about doing it, when you start, you need to strongly consider doing what's called a dry urine test. All right, hi, I'm Lady. I am a life enthusiast. I live in the Charlotte area. I'm here to connect, motivate, inspire, and grow. What a dry urine test does is it shows you, and doctors don't really talk about this enough, it shows you how your estrogen is clearing in phase 1 and phase 2. There's 2 processes that your liver goes through. Phase 1, I'm going to list here what phase 1 does. And then you have phase 2, and I'm going to list here what phase 2 does. And there are different pathways that your estrogen can take. I'm not going to talk about all the different pathways. I'm going to list them here and what each pathway means. The dry urine test will tell you how your body is clearing out estrogen. And so it's really only with estrogen. You really don't have to, consider this when it comes to your progesterone or your testosterone. But when it comes to your estrogen, particularly E2, which is estradiol, which is the strongest estrogen. If you don't know, you have 3 different estrogens. You have E1, E2, and E3. E2 is the main, most potent estrogen. Women have an abundance of that throughout most of our lives. And then, of course, that starts to decrease at perimenopause and menopause. When you start to replace these estrogens, you need to know how they're clearing out. You can order all of these labs online. They'll come to your address. You can read the instructions, take the test at home, and send them in. If your doctor will not run a hormone panel on you, and most doctors will not, they say they go off your symptoms, test your hormones. You can do it yourself at home. Just order the test. You can do a saliva test at home. You can do a serum test through any of these walk-in labs like Quest or LabCorp or Walk-In Labs. Of course, you have to pay for them out of pocket, but it's your health, so you have to do what you have to do. The dry urine test is, the one I took is like $300, I think, and the Dutch test might be a little bit more, so just decide which one you want to do. I'm going to leave a link for both of those tests below, and you can run the test and get your results. Once you receive your results, you can research different ways to fix whatever area is not balanced on that test. And like I said, my phase 2 is struggling, so I'm working on my phase 2 currently. I hope that helps someone out there. I know there are a lot of women out there who are going through perimenopause and menopausal symptoms. First of all, if you are having symptoms, you might want to start with your hormone levels first, right? And then move on to what source you're going to use to get your hormones balanced. Once you find that source, you can order a dry urine test. It's exactly like it sounds. It's dry urine. So the test will tell you what to do. And you can look up many videos of women who talk about the dry urine test. Just find out how you're clearing the estrogen out when you use the hormones. And I hope you will consider continuing the journey with me by clicking that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can catch all of my upcoming content. And leave a comment below and let me know if you've taken any of these tests, if you're considering hormone replacement therapy, which form are you considering, because there's 2 different forms. Which one are you considering if you want to share? If you don't want to share that information, you can leave a comment below and let me know if you're a new subscriber.